I'm just going to very quickly run through putting the glue in, as we did a dry fit the last time. So I'm going to go through with the quick and thick here. So if you squeeze this down, right down there into the edge of the miters, and then put some more on the face of it, you'll see that it doesn't move anywhere. I'll just do that everywhere. Now, we just need to do it on our rebates as well. Now remember, this is going to have both the framing and the insert next to the frame, so we need to have plenty of glue all along here. I'll go over and spread this out with a brush in a minute. Now one of the things we always need to make sure is that we've also just got it on the back edge of there. You always glue all faces you can when you're doing a glue up of anything. And the idea with glue is that you want to have, plenty of glue. You don't really want it squirting out everywhere, but you do want it to fill in all of the sort of gaps. The thing that makes glue work really is the not having a lot of it. It's the minimal area between your pieces, so you have tight pieces that fit tightly together in the first place, and a very small bit of glue in between. This rebate isn't very big, so. And then obviously this one is also it's quick and thick rather than having a pop top like the other one, just has a little thing that goes in there. Now, like I say earlier, you can either use a brush, brushes along there, you need to make sure you get it on all of your faces, like so. I'm not a huge fan of brushes myself. They're okay with a thinner glue, and if you're working with a sort of cascamite or something like that, they're brilliant. My preference is a spreader. These are just like the ones you use when you was in infant school. Spread that out. You might find if you've not got one of these, margarine tub cut into a similarly sized bit, or an old credit card or store card or one of those sorts of things, works perfectly well. Just keep spreading that, so you get the idea, hopefully. The idea is to make sure you've got it on all of the bits of timber, and especially right to the edges where you're going to see the joint. If the joints never come 100% together, because obviously you've got some glue in between, and so what gives you the illusion of joints being completely together is the sort of optical properties, as it were, of the glue. Some of them are clear, some of them are sort of wood coloured, some of them are sort of yellow coloured, but the less of that you've got, they're all translucent, so the less of that you've got, the more what you're effectively seeing is the optical illusion of the wood itself, sort of shining through the translucence. So that's why you want it to get it right to the edges, so that you're seeing the glue being magnified through, and not the gap. So you see, make sure that's right to the edge there. A bit more here. There we go. Right to the edge. Same here. Now this glue is great as well. It doesn't go off hugely quickly, but because it's sort of like this sticky gel sort of stuff, it holds together your work pieces while you do it. When you clamp everything up or tape everything up in this particular case. So that's all good. All right to the edge. Now. We're going to get our frame. So that's the one that faces outwards with the threaded inserts, and our MDF frame there. Now I'm going to go straight ahead and put in our bit in there, and it obviously just sits down straight into that glue at the bottom there. Now we don't need loads of glue in there because that's not really offering anything structural, that's just keeping it where we want. And then from there we continue on with the instructions that I already gave you.